Hi everyone! Today I am going to show something that is highly requested, which is how I do my victory rolls. And since I'm gonna keep it user friendly. So I'm gonna do it asymmetrical, meaning that I'm not gonna do the rolls like together, like uniformed next to each other, because that takes more practice. I'm gonna show you how to do it asymmetrical, which is easier, so that way you don't have to match. You know how you have to match your eyeliner? Well, same thing with your victory rolls. So make sure in the comments, like if you have any questions while I do this, let me know. And yes, so this morning I had, it's like dead, but I had the Pin South Florida a monthly brunch. If you're located in South Florida and want to hang out with a bunch of girls that are into vintage, pinup, rockabilly, head over to pinsouthflorida.com. That's PINNED southflorida.com, and that's where you could join us in any meetups down here in South Florida. There's also in that same website, you'll see pinned meetups. There is a location in Central Florida and in Tampa. So let's get started with what you need for today. Oh, I thought I forgot something. So I'm going to use this detangling brush, hairspray. Hi, Timmy. Hairspray. Hi, everyone. Bobby pins, some pin curl clips. You'll see it's to hold the shape before I decide where I'm going to set it all down. And Suavecito pomade. All right. So the best time I love doing victory rolls is when your hair is already dirty, meaning that it already has product in it. If you're going to do it with fresh hair, put some dry shampoo in it to give it that volume and that texture to make sure when you tease that it's able to stay up. And what's the other word I was going to say? And also make sure it's smooth. So you guys have, if I don't know if you know or not know, or if it's your first time watching, my hair is naturally really curly. So I make sure to smooth out the edges, because if not, you're going to have frizziness. Now, if you're going for the curly girl, if you have really nice tight curls, you could also do victory rolls with the curls. So it's going to be textured, and I think that looks absolutely beautiful. But my curls are damaged because of bleach. So I make sure to smooth them out. They're not like as beautiful. And to be honest, I always put rollers in, so it's not part of like my normal aesthetic. So let's take down this hair from this morning. And I'm going to not do the back. So with these victory rolls that I'm going to show, you could style the back however you like. I'd be using a snood. And I'm sorry if you're watching me on Instagram and I'm looking up, it's because I'm also live on my YouTube channel. So let's see here. Last time I practiced going live on Instagram and it failed, but now it's working. So I'm gonna keep this flower because I'm gonna put it back on at the end. So let me take this off, and I do have an invisible hairnet on here, so it's gonna look like I'm just picking through my hair, but it's an invisible hairnet that I swear by. They're hard to come by lately. The girl at Sally's, where I usually get them, told me that they're slowly selling them out. All right, so take off this bobby pin. And yes, I'm not a natural yellow, so. So what I'm going to do is brush out my hair. Oh, I forgot to mention in the beginning, you also need a comb. Either a back comb or one of these rat tail combs. Yes. All right, so you're going to brush out. I'm going to make sure everything's smooth. I didn't have any teasing in my hair or anything. It's going to look a little wild right now. But yeah. Now, if you need help getting that curl to curl on the top, I recommend doing a quick little curl with your curling iron or hot rollers to really get like help with the curl at the end. As you experience more, you really don't need to set your curls in. I just do it without setting. That's one step I've removed from it. So I'm going to do it asymmetrical. So using your eyebrow, I'm gonna not break, I'm gonna create a line. But let me see, what side do I want to do? Let's do this side. So I'm gonna pick there. Now if you have thin hair, get a little more. I've already have the back separated, but I went from ear to ear. If you have thin hair, go a little more further back. If you have really long hair, just stick to that. And with really long hair, depending on the length and thickness, you don't actually have to tease your hair because you already have enough hair to like roll and create that volume. And this week I'll be testing out a new yellow. So if you have yellow hair and you're watching and you have a recommendation for a new yellow, I've just been playing around with different yellows. I didn't like the last one, but yeah. So just brush this out. All right, let me see here. I'm going to grab a little more. And then we're going to start the fun stuff. All right, so I'm going to take this hair and just pin it to the side because we're not going to worry about this right now. All right. So we're just going to work on our left, your right, whichever side you decide. And we're going to tease. And we're going to tease all the way to the bottom. Now, when it comes to teasing, you don't want to just like really hard because you're going to damage your hair and break it. I try to be as nice as I can. I've had my hair yellow for 6 years and I want to keep it that way. So I'm going to get section by section and tease softly to the bottom all the way to the top. Yeah, so you create that volume there. It's a look. And then keep going section by section and tease. And as you see, I'm not being rough. I'm just teasing. If your hair is really thin, get some dry shampoo on there to give it that texture you need to back comb and make it stay up. And then for this section, I'm not going to tease this side, just the inside because I want that. Yeah, I feel like I would have rocked it in the 80s. Now I'm just gonna get a light shampoo, a light hairspray. I mean, this is not a light hairspray, but I'm just going to spray there and literally comb, but don't comb through because you just teased your hair. You don't want it to de-tease. So it's just to smooth out, and I call it the four corners. So we're gonna smooth out the front, the inside, because I want it to curl really nicely on the inside, and in the back. Like all around the world. Put a little more hairspray. Yes. Get it all the way to the ends. This is when you're going to find out if you need a haircut. So always make sure you're pulling it towards the back. Like you don't want to pull forward because then it's going to create a little weird wedge in the back. So then you're going to take the end of it and start curling in. Another tip is if you get your nails done with acrylics, don't put studded stones because all the hairs get stuck in the stones, which I guess I could live with it. But right now I'm taking longer because of the stones. So you're just going to wrap it and create the thickness that you want. Just take some practice and then wrap it front. You see? Now this is where these clips come in because I want to clip it here for now. I want to see how it looks. So you see how you went from the back to the front and it gives it a nice little like roll, which gives it a nice clean finish in the front and in the back. I don't really like victory rolls that like people roll them and you can see right through them. You know, I feel like those are called horns, but yeah, nice little clean tuck. I like it. And I leave that there because I'm not going to pin it right now. I want to see what the other side looks like before I like commit to it and pin it down. And then I realized I need to move it around. This is so much easier to just unpin it, move it around, and then get the bobby pin and then place it. So then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So I'm going to undo this. Come on. And these are not called pin curl clips, but they're they're close. They're in the same section at the beauty supply. So now on this side, I really want to create a lot of volume on the end here, because when you lift it up, right, and you start curling it, this is going to look flat. So I want to make sure to create a nice little volume and keep it, you know, voluminous. I'm going to brush it one more time just to take out, smooth out. Yes. All right. So now you're going to get your rat comb. And we're going to do the same thing, section by section. Just back comb here. And again, be gentle. If you need help, it should be able to stay, as you can see. I forgot the end there, but it's okay. All right. So then section by section. Yeah, because I see some girls that just think that teasing is like, but then, girl, you want to have hair, don't you? So, yeah. And if you're watching and you've never seen this before and you see this now, you're probably like, what's going on? She's lost her mind. Britney Spears moment. No. Let's see. And I try to go as low as possible that the tease lets me go. Alrighty. And then again, in this last section, back comb the inside, not the outside. Yay. I should have done it a little higher up, but let that fall down. So yeah, this is the kind of volume I got going on now. We're going to grab it. Same technique as the other side. Grab it. You see all that space we have. Oh, wrong one. Then you're going to get the hairspray and just lightly. This is just to tame any flyaways. Well, not flyaways, but to start picking up any, smoothing out the outside of the victory roll. Now, don't press all the way in. You don't want to lose the tease. We're just making it smooth because we don't want it to look like we teased. That's the point of a tease. Make it teasy-ish. It's not a word. All right. Perfect. Now I'm going to brush out the ends because I couldn't reach. This is kind of like if you have really long hair. That's not a reach. So as you see, I'm holding it back towards the back of my head. And when I start wrapping the curl, I'm going to make a little curl there. I'm going to start bringing it to the front. And this is where I'm quiet. And try to bring it as close as possible to that other roll. Let me pin that and see what's going on here. And again, these little stones. So yeah. And then you see, bringing it from the back to the front, you create like this nice, I don't know why I have this here. Forgot to take this off earlier. But here you have this nice little finish in the back. And that's also a name why Victory Rolls is Victory, is because you get that little V in the back. And since you see my roots, you could see exactly what I made. But yes, a nice little clean finish. You know, a fun fact before we continue on to the finishing touches here. I forgot her name. If you could mention it in the comments if you know. She's a Hollywood starlet that is known to have hair on her face. Timmy! Maybe I should ask him. What is the Hollywood starlet that is known to have like her hair on her face all the time? Yeah, like she has Veronica Lake. So Veronica Lake is actually known to have her hair always down and have that signature like look of hair, like hair on her face. And she's actually one of the reasons this hairstyle became really popular, because as men went to war, the studios wanted her to like promote safety in the workplace, because women's hair were getting caught like watching movies. You know, we're getting inspired by like people in the movies. It's not nothing new. So they asked her to create a hairstyle, I'm sure her stylist as well, to keep people's hair back. And they came up with like a victory roll kind of style rolls. And it was because in the back when you do your hair, you had this nice little V. And I read somewhere that having this hairstyle also like stopped her from having some roles because people just wanted her signature look. I'm going off a really old documentary that really enlightened me, but I'm pretty sure everything I just said is correct. All right, so now that we have everything set with our little pins, we are gonna go clean it up a little bit, because my little rhinestones have been getting caught in the hair. So what we're gonna do is get the hairspray again. We're gonna spray both sides lightly, and we're gonna get our comb and then just brush it through. Because I really like where they're sitting. Got lucky today on the first try. So we're just brushing it to smooth out all the hair. And now we're going to fix the inner corner. So this is when your bobby pins come out. Now, if you have teased your hair, it should stay with just one bobby pin. Now, do you leave one bobby pin? Depends on the situation. So the situation is, are you going outside? Are you just strolling along? Is it going to be windy? Are you going to the beach? Yes, because I'm only going to put one bobby pin, but, oh no, stuff it in there. And I like to hide it. So I go as back as possible under my hair and hide it. And definitely, I love how these little stones look, but they get caught. So there, I only have one bobby pin and my hair is up. You don't see a bobby pin. Well, okay, yes, you do. But if I had a blonde one or if I had black hair, you won't see it. Hi, Anais. Anais. I have to call you back. All right. So then you're going to take out the other side here. And we're going to clean that up in the center. Make sure everything's tight. And same thing. Get a bobby pin. And go in there. And clean it up there. There we go. Creates a nice little heart shape. It's also a good Valentine's look, because you get a little heart on your... Okay, so then, yes, so that's like, I don't like how you can see that there. I'm trying to look in the mirror, in the camera. Yes. And not let these stones get me. All right, so then I am going to get the Suavecito hair pomade. Just get a little bit with my nail. This is perfect for flyaways without hardening your hair. So we're gonna just rub it between our fingers to melt it, and then just to get these little baby hairs up to get a polished look. I'm actually gonna put some there because some situation. I'm gonna put one more bobby pin, so 3 bobby pins. I just wanted to show that you don't need to have too many bobby pins to create this look. So I want to put one because I like my rolls to stay together. So I'm hoping that I do this right for the camera. But you see how they both meet in the back, perfect like a V. I am going to put a bobby pin, grabbing a little bit of each side just to secure them. So I usually do this without looking at it. And just tuck that in there. And I feel more secure already. Yes. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the compliment, Marie. All right, so then we have that. I'm going to give it one more hairspray. As you can see, I don't like putting a lot of hairspray because I want my hairstyles to last. And then I give this a minute or two or a couple seconds to just stay there. And then I'm going to go in with the oil, some kind of oil sheen spray because, just to give it some shine. So I am going to just 10 inches away. I'm still testing out a few. So far, this is the one I have, just to give some shine back. Because I have this, like, people make fun of me. I think my hair is not yellow enough. Well, right now it's not. I need to freshen it up for y'all. But but yeah. So we have this going on. Love the look. You could even add a hair flower to whichever side you like. So it looks like this on one side. Something else fun I like to do, and something that really, if you were not creating this beautiful V in the middle, or you're kind of subconscious about it, like sometimes I have my bad days and it doesn't come out that nice, I'll put a flower right in the middle and it looks like a little hat, nice little fun look. A smaller flower though. But I think today I'm just not gonna put any hair flower. I really like it. I look like a bumblebee, but it's super cute. But yes, you guys really requested this video. I wanted to make it for ROCKABILLAQUE on my Sunday lives. If you have any other requests for any other Sunday, let me know below. I have the schedule up for August. It's up on the ROCKABILLAQUE Facebook page. And till then, I'm looking forward. I love when you guys tag me on Instagram. My Instagram is Pinup Miami. So if you create any of these looks or anything I've taught you, or you think of something, anything, tag me. Love you all, truly. I hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend. Have a beautiful week. Until next Sunday. Bye. Oh, thank you.